morning, everybody. What's up? It's Overflow Nexus, the channel of faith, trading, and wealth, giving you the latest and greatest updates on the financial markets. Today, we have a lot to discuss and a lot to talk about. As y'all can see in the title, we will look at the markets and we will observe what's going on in the markets. Good morning, General. How you doing? You say Jesus is King. Yes, he is. Glory to God. Glory to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Just want to say what's up, you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, just wanted to, jump on here and inform you guys on some thoughts on some articles that I found and some videos that I found today. Actually, last night. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting topic. I don't know if any of y'all are from Puerto Rico or are Puerto Rican at all, but I do want to talk about how crypto is affecting Puerto Rico. So we'll get into that soon. Good morning, BK. How you doing? He said, God be with you. God be with you too. Thank you. God be the glory. I appreciate that. And yeah, I also have a message from the Lord too later on. I will do a recording later. Lord woke me up literally like at 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. So I might sound like I'm a little out of it. I went to bed late as it is. I think I went to bed like around 12. I was on like a prayer Zoom. A prayer YouTube live stream. And then I went to bed real late, and then I woke up early. The Lord woke me up real early to talk about a topic that he would like me to discuss about battles. So I will get into that later. I'll do a recording on that one. I have, there's some stuff he wants to tell me about that, so I will be listening about that. But yeah, if you guys are just now hopping in, drop a like on the video. Good morning, Mike J. How you doing? God bless you, brother. Go ahead and drop a like on the video. Like it up. Share the video. We're about to get started. And if you have not already joined or are not following me on social media, you see my social handles at the bottom. Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, of course, because most of y'all are watching from YouTube. But I do have people on Twitch, so those that are watching from Twitch, what's up? But yeah, join the Discord. I will put the Discord link in the chat. And I don't even have to, because the Nightbot will do that, but just because the Nightbot has been acting up, I will drop it in there. So let me go ahead and drop y'all the link for that in the chat, so we can get this get this going. I know there's some people on here that don't talk. I noticed that most people that are that watch, some people vocalize and talk with me in the chat box. Some of y'all are scared. I don't know why though. Like, it's okay to talk. I want to hear what y'all got to say as well. Everybody that watches this channel knows I'm very interactive with people, or try to be as interactive with people. So I will talk with you guys. I'm not here to bash nobody. So feel free to talk to me in the chat box. Be brave. Don't be scared. All right. But I want to go over the market first. Show y'all how bloody the market is. I will do technical analysis towards the end of this session, because I do have some stuff I want to cover and some stuff I want y'all to watch as well. So here we go to look at the market watch. All right. So y'all can see pretty much this chart is pretty bloody. Pretty bloody day in the markets. The market is screaming, bleeding out, screaming, bleeding out. A lot of investors are pulling out. A lot of people are still trying to claim that there is a bull market. No, we are definitely in a bear market, my friends. So, brace yourselves for a crash, a potential crash coming in. I do have, like I said, I have some videos that I want y'all to watch as well, but we see Bitcoin dominance is almost under 40%, nearly. It's sitting at 40.90% right now, but this is not a good sign, for Bitcoin. And usually when Bitcoin falls and gets low to this type of dominance, usually there's an altcoin season. But as y'all can see, there's not an altcoin season this time around, which is not something that people expected. A lot of people were expecting the market to go bullish, but that the market is saying the latter, and we see that the market is bloody today. Price of Bitcoin sitting at 41,610, down negative 2.37%. Ethereum is down a little bit more than Bitcoin today, sitting at negative 3.78% at the price of 3,130. All right, so you see the market is bleeding pretty badly. It seems like the market is not doing that well as a lot of people anticipated, but we will see. Also, let's see, XRP is currently sitting at negative 2.61%, sitting at the price of 74,297. If you guys watched that video I put out on Twitter on the Bitcoin analysis, not the Bitcoin, on the XRP analysis, I said XRP will probably drop to around the 74, 72 cent level, and we are currently sitting at the 74 cent level. My overall target for XRP is at 72 cents. If we break that 72 cent threshold, expect the market to dwindle even further. And then also, if Bitcoin takes a hit further, breaking its current level of support, which it looks like it will, if it gets back into the 40K flat, expect the market to bleed really bad for this market. We could possibly enter the 30K levels for Bitcoin. So be paying attention to the market. Be paying attention. If you are a day trader, be paying attention to these current levels of support and resistance. They are definitely not a move that you want to be in right now. So that being said, you're gonna have to be careful. Derek, you're delusional, my friend, if you don't see that this is a bear market. I called the bear market when XRP was sitting at 165,000. I said 65,000. 165. $1.65. I'm thinking of something else. I don't know why. When XRP was sitting at $1.65, I called that reversal. When Bitcoin was around 65,000. I think I said the market's gonna start reversing. Nobody believed me, and the market has been bleeding ever since. So y'all have to know that the market, it can't go in a straight line. This is a huge retracement. If you don't see that, then I don't know why. You're just not listening and paying attention to what's really going on. Another thing people are not talking about is the company in China that's taking a hit, which is why most of the market is bloody right now. A lot of people really don't understand what's really going on with these markets, especially when it comes to outer factors that hit the market. And China's one of the companies in China, Evergrande, is actually contributing to what's going on here. Then you have what I'm going to talk about today is also contributing to that as well. So guys, you got to be paying attention to outside factors, not just the numbers. There's other things that are going on outside of crypto that is affecting crypto. You got regulations that are trying to get pushed. You got countries falling apart because of crypto. You have China, literally one of the biggest companies in China about to go under. That's going to affect price. So just be mindful, paying attention for the next few days. Yeah, this is something serious. I think a lot of people don't understand that this market is in some trouble. Let's see, Mr. Q, how you doing? Stock market getting hit. It's bleeding over. Yep, it is. Good morning, Julio. Yes, it is. Let's see. Derek, like I said, man, you have no idea what you're talking about. You trust me, my friend. When it comes to these markets, you, people are going to go based off their feelings. You're just talking out of feelings, my friend. You're not saying anything concrete right now. You're not saying, you know, cycles are not even going to work in this market because this is a totally new market now. This is not the same market as it was in 2017, 2018, 2020. It's not the same market. So cycles are not going to be the same as it used to be. Let's see. What's up, General? You said, hey, Mr. Kumar, what do you think of my opinion? Let me look up. You said, hey, I'm not going to assume anything, but I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are in a bear market, but alts have a chance to go crazy because of Bitcoin dominance on a downtrend to 2018 levels. Yeah, okay, so about that, if that was the case, the market would be, you know, some of this chart that I'm looking at right now, and y'all are looking at it for yourself, some of it would be green, like Cardano would be green right now. XRP would be green right now. Let's see what else would be green. Chainlink would be green. HBAR would be green. Solana would definitely be green because Solana usually does not follow after Bitcoin, which is very interesting. And I noticed that's changed. Mana would be green, and LTC would be green. And I'm not saying that. That's why this is very interesting because something has shifted in this market. So there's something that's happening behind the scenes. Like I said, that this market's taking a hit, and I'm still standing by what I'm saying. Your opinion is very interesting, though. I will say that, you know, everybody has their own opinion, but we have to also look at facts as well. Things that are going on in this market, things that are going on in other countries. Look at what's happening in El Salvador. They're actually, you know, the country's actually, you know, in a turmoil, and they're kind of upset because of how things are going. And then you see that they're getting on board with Bitcoin, which is, you know, taking a hit. So their country's definitely taking a hit. So there's going to be an economic crash very soon, maybe sooner than we all think. So, and then this is how I personally see this playing out, because you have to also look at, there's going to be a new financial system. There's going to have to be. The financial system's going to have to get upgraded. Everything's currently moving on Swift. And some of y'all know that, some of y'all don't. Anybody that's big into XRP knows this. But right now, everybody's watching and seeing how this is going to hold up this current system. And it's about to, you know, fail. So it's going to either have to get replaced, renewed, restructured, or something. Something's going to have to give in this new financial system that we're going to do. And everybody knows that everything's going towards the digital life. That's why, like I said, smaller countries are getting hit right now. So it is something that we need to be careful of and be watching based off just that. Good morning, Bobby. How you doing? How you doing, Zetterberg? Hope you're doing well, you guys. Let's see, Mr. Q, you said if 39K breaks, then it's going to be a long haul bear. As long as it holds, maybe not yet. Depends on the Dow. So yeah, okay. So this is what. Okay, let me go back with my theory and let me sip this tea first. But anyway, so I don't think the dollar is going to disappear like everybody's claiming. And, you know, here's my reason why. Because right now banks are getting ready for, you know, the switch of everything. You know, you see that Ripple has been partnering with all these people and just connecting dots everywhere here and there. And there's so much I could talk about, but I'm just trying to keep on point. So with the new, with the people assuming that the dollar is going to be gone or it's going to lose its value, which is already losing value. But here's the thing. CBDCs are going to replace fiat money. So technically the dollar is not going to go anywhere. It's just going to get digitalized, just like the yuan, just like the peso, just like the euro, the cable, which is the British pound. So these are things that people are not taking, you know, into consideration. Like everything's just going to get switched over to digital. the dollar's not going anywhere, you guys. So don't think the Dow may take a hit for sure, but it's not going to be as bad as what people think. So it's gonna be interesting though. Let me see. You said Julio said last week it looked like alt season. They were several alts going up when Bitcoin was consolidating, but this week everything is dumping. Exactly, Julio, you're observant. You see what's going on. You see what's going on. General, you said power shift from east to west. Are you talking about the east hemisphere versus the western hemisphere, or are you talking about like America and Europe? Like, what do you mean by that? Just to clarify, so because I might agree with that. I don't know who Terra is. I think Terra might be a bot, so I'm not sure who Terra is. Mr. Q said, I was to go to a convention in Vegas next month. They canceled over COVID. Oh man, I said the C word. Over C-19. Half the students are quarantined at our biggest high school. I've never seen it spread like this. Yeah, that's wild, man. That's insane. I'm gonna be praying for y'all out there. That's insane. But yeah, this market is taking a nasty hit. Regardless of what people think, this market is going to be bearish. There won't be no altcoin season the way this market's looking. This is not the same market it was back in, like I said, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. This is not the same market. Trina, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. God bless you. You asked, will there be an alt season? Not sure if it's taking place now. Like I just said, I'm going to reiterate. I personally don't see it happening. This is not the same market that everybody has been seeing the last 5, 6 years plus, however many years they've been in this market. So I don't see it. I don't see an altcoin season this time. So we will, but like I said, I could be wrong, but I would pray about it if I were you guys. I always say pray about it. It just does not seem like the same market as it used to be. So y'all be careful. I mean it. Y'all be real careful in y'all's investments. I'm getting a little on edge on a few investments, but I do know that the market is setting up for some big plays very soon, and that'll be either very bearish, which I'm seeing that more likely to be the case, or we will have to hold where we're currently at. So we will see. So let's get on to the news. I'm gonna talk about Puerto Rico, how crypto is affecting Puerto Rico. Mainly the investors are hurting Puerto Rico's economy, so we will get into that. So here we go to the news. So wasn't that so cool, you guys? I like that. I wanted to do something cool like that. Hopefully y'all like that. I thought it was cool to make that. Been playing with my editing skills and stuff, so we will see how y'all like these things in the future, because I will be adding some more stuff. Can y'all see the screen? Can y'all see what's going on in that box, just to make sure? Because on my screen it looks a little blurry. Well, it actually looks just compact. It's not blurry, it's just compact. So can y'all see that? What's in the box? Okay, because I just want to get feedback so I could change some stuff if I need to. But let me go ahead and talk about this. This is about Puerto Rico. This article and what this person was saying. This is by Bianca. I have no idea how to say her last name, but I'm gonna just say Bianca G. I just, it's crazy because I just found her just the other day, which I was like, who's this? And she was talking about how crypto, if you follow her, she's talking about how crypto is affecting Puerto Rico. I found her on TikTok, and then I said, okay, interesting. So then I was looking at her other profiles. I found her Instagram. She talks about how crypto and how investors that have been moving and taking advantage of Puerto Rico's laws is affecting their economy even more, and they're really getting shut out down there. So it's very sad to see stuff like that, but that's the direction that the world is going. I pretty much said here, honestly, this is sad. It's the direction the world is going. Big bank tank little bank. Y'all know that the mentality of pretty much saying big money takes little money. So I'm gonna click on this article so y'all can see. Let me see. All right, so right here, this is once again, y'all can follow Bianca at B in her last name. I'm not gonna try to butcher her name, y'all. So forgive me. I don't like butchering people's name, but y'all can see the name up here, and y'all can follow her. She said this is from a recent New York Post article. So, pretty much they're advertising in New York, or this article is advertising for people how to avoid taxes if you are a crypto investor, to go to Puerto Rico. And a lot of people have been actually doing that. There's big names like Jake Paul, the Logan Paul, some crypto investors that on Twitter that are doing this to avoid taxes. And, this has been hurting the economy. So she said this, more than 140,000 locals left the island after the storm, which saw real estate prices plummet, creating an ideal opening for the virtually rich, flush with crypto, to swoop in and snap up a sunny home or two. So a lot of people that been making big money in crypto have been going out there and then just buying up homes and buying up apartment complexes, refurbishing them, and charging more for a living. And it's already hard for people that are natives in Puerto Rico to live out there anyway, because the wages are already low. And if y'all don't look into that, I suggest y'all look into it a little more. But right here it says how Puerto Rico became a tax haven for high flying crypto millionaires. So this is an article that y'all could check out. Y'all could definitely go to my page. I have this retweeted. Pretty much it's saying what I'm telling you right now. But if you want more insight on it, definitely go and check it out. It's something to behold. And here, keeping going. She's also said that also in the video, one of these interviewees mentioned the Puerto Rican organization working to rescue abandoned buildings and provide affordable housing from a local community perspective. So she hopes that they're focusing on the solution happening on the rootgrass levels to stay. So she says stay tuned for that. So just be mindful of what's going on. If you're not going to contribute to someone's society, and you're just gonna buy up, and you're being selfish, trying to make money off of exploiting weakness, that's kind of a low move there. I know a lot of people on Twitter were talking about this, but nobody's really talking about doing this, but nobody's talking about how this is affecting Puerto Ricans as a whole. So be mindful of that, you guys. Let me go to another thing that I wanted to share with you guys. This is the video that I was wanting to share. So go ahead and watch this. Let me replay this for y'all.
What a deal. They interviewed the former governor of Puerto Rico that signed the tax incentive into law. And the host asked them, more than 40% of Puerto Rico's population lives under the poverty line. How does this help them? This is what he said.
Capital, that's influx of capital, and jobs. On the one hand, all these people, these are type A individuals. They don't sit around watching TV all day. They want to go out and they're investing in the local economy.
Luis Fortuño was governor between 2009 and 2012 and happens to be the governor who added the most to Puerto Rico's debt in a single term. He also went on to work with a law firm that obtained $23 million in contracts with the Puerto Rican government while he was the governor. The current governor was part of Fortuño's administration.
Little games, what a deal.
So yeah, that's what was said about this situation. If y'all don't realize that crypto investors are actually hurting Puerto Rico right now, then and also the man himself, he's also damaging it by their law. I think it's called the Act 20 or Act 22. The Act 20 or Act 22, it's saying that if you are a outsider, you don't have to pay taxes when you move to their country, and the people that live there don't get to live under that law. So it's kind of absurd that you don't give people that law to live by, but you are letting outsiders that are not even native Puerto Ricans to take advantage of that law. So this is affecting them. They're losing, like she said, they're already low on how they make their money, and not just that, they're also low on housing out there. So people with money, especially in the crypto market, are taking advantage of that and exploiting that weakness. So be careful, you guys. Like, don't exploit people's countries and take advantage. If you're gonna do that, make sure you're contributing to them as well and providing for them and doing stuff like that. I know a few people, like I said on Twitter, that have moved out there just to avoid, these laws. Now, that's between you and God. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm just gonna say, hey, if you're gonna do that, make sure you're helping people out in that country. The other thing, this is something to take note of. I found this video as well. I posted this on Twitter as well. This lady was talking about, she was noticing a trend on pandemics, epidemics, and stuff like that are pre-planned, and saying that the next thing that's going to happen is going to be a financial crash. So y'all listen very carefully to this. This lady says some interesting stuff. I will replay it in a second, but this here is very interesting how she explained it and what she was saying about it. I think she mentioned George Soros. I don't know if y'all know who that man is, but he apparently is devious. But let me go ahead and play this for you guys.
Sounds suspicious. And then in December, Cyber Polygon 2021 happened with the World Economic Forum. Over 200 organizations were there from 48 countries. Why, you ask? To simulate a cyber attack on global financial systems. An attack like that would affect our power supply, transportation, hospitals, you name it. And they discussed many ways to solve it, including coordinated delinking from major currencies. Which is really strange because a lot of billionaires have been selling off massively on stocks. Of course, they're saying it's because of tax issues. And George Soros sold almost all of his bank holdings. That's not weird. That's not...
So yeah, you guys, there's a lot of warnings going on right now, and there's a lot of red flags. You see all these big not bankers, but you see a lot of big companies or CEOs selling their stocks, selling their assets, because they know a crash is coming. They know what's about to happen. They're not stupid. They know this game. So there's about to be something, on the horizon for people that they're not expecting. And the best way to weaken a society quickly is by messing with their money. And here's how I see that they're doing this. What they're doing is getting people involved heavily into cryptocurrencies. So people are throwing a lot of money into crypto, and while that's happening, they're people are making money here and there, but you notice that the market has not been as strong as it used to be. It used to be millionaires used to be popping up millionaires used to be popping up left and right between 2017 to now, between 2017 to literally 2020 I think was when it starts slowing down. But notice how every country, every place is getting involved in crypto. Get everybody's money in crypto and start slowing the process down, starts controlling and manipulating price. So then when you crash the market, when people are buying in at high prices, that's when you have people that have been suckered into the market, and now their country or people are now in a major loss. So this is why it's important not to just invest so much at a time. Invest what the Lord tells you to invest in. This is why you got to be patient. Invest in how much you're willing to lose, not how much you want to put. Because I know some people that have put their whole car note or their whole mortgage payment for years into crypto and have not seen any returns. Just the other day, KSI Crypto, I'm gonna show y'all that in a second, but KSI Crypto, he lost $5 million, but he's already a millionaire anyway, so it really doesn't affect him. But you know, for him to laugh off $5 million, he says he got some big pockets. Quarter crawler, you said, why don't they follow Mayor Soros? That's a good question. I can't answer that for you because I don't know. I really can't. I really can't answer that question. But that's a very good question. They should actually follow him. Let me go and show y'all what I was talking about with the KSI thing. Because where is it? This is something else. So right here, I said, dang, man, 5 mil down the hole. Yikes. So I don't know if y'all know who KSI is. KSI is a YouTuber, really big YouTuber actually. Like I think he has 17 million subscribers or something like that, some crazy number. But he used to be a gamer. It's funny because I used to follow him when he was a small channel. Now he's pretty big. But KSI got into crypto, and you know for him to joke off like this. Look at these losses here. You know he joked about it because he's a funny dude anyway. He said, "Hi Binance, can I get a refund?" So he got $5 million down the hole. So that's pretty intense. That someone could laugh off $5 million like that. That's crazy. But I know some people need $5 million, or countries need $5 million, something, because this world right now as it is, the deflation right now in people's money and currencies, man, it's affecting a lot. That's why people are running to crypto, because they don't see no other opportunity, they don't see no other way. But that's the problem right there. Once you start buying and following the direction of the world, that's when you start becoming like the world and start getting attacked like the world. So you have to have biblical principles when you are approaching this. I always tell people this every time I get a chance. Acknowledge God in all your ways, and he shall direct your path. That includes investing too. And that's why I always talk about the Lord when I talk about everything that I do, especially investing, because investing, you make money. You either make money or you lose it. There's no in between. You're not gonna kind of make money. It's either you are making money or you're not making money in this. That's why you have to. And it also talks about investing in the Bible as well. So, if y'all remember anything about this scripture, talk about the talents and multiplying the talents. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that scripture, but if y'all understand this, it applies to today's world too. So, yeah, that's what I have for news. Okay, so he liked that. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's what I have for the news today. Let me know y'all's thoughts on the Let me know y'all's thoughts on the market. Let me know y'all's thoughts on Puerto Rico, what the situation is, what y'all think about the potential financial crash. I would definitely like to know y'all's thoughts in the chat box so we could talk. Jeff, you said you disagree. You think that Puerto Rico would be better off if all the people with crypto money took over and kicked out all the corrupt politicians and government. Jeff, that's not what's happening though. I don't know if you heard what she was talking about. You said the crypto people know how to make and invest money instead of stealing it from the heart. That's what you're not getting, Jeff. Okay, so pretty much she's saying in the video that's not what the case is. They're actually damaging the economy by increasing, the payment for living being there, and they're not helping the already hardworking people. That's why I said you need to read more into her page as well, because that's the opposite of what's going on. If anything, they're helping the corrupt politicians. If anything, that's the whole point of that. But you can disagree. That's fine. That's totally cool. But that's not what she was saying. That's why I said okay. You probably didn't get what was being said. That's cool. You said we are in a spiritual war and we need to reset the powers that be in this world. Well, the spiritual war, spiritual things happen Okay, so when it comes to spiritual warfare, I don't know if you understand how spiritual warfare works, but things happen in the spirit world first before it happens in this world. So if there's anything that's going on that's going to happen first, it does not happen in this world first. This world is not even considered real. According to the Bible, this world is not even considered real. According to Scripture, the spiritual realm is more real than this world is. So things are going to happen before it happens here on earth. And that's the thing that people need to understand. If you could understand and discern spiritual matters, you could understand and discern the direction of the direction of the world is going in. This is why, I've been saying this for a long time. The way the world is going, heading towards a digital thing. If you remember this verse in Scripture, it says, "Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction." The broad way now is that everybody in the world is heading towards crypto. Everybody in the world is heading digital. That's the broad way right now. Because the platform for the Antichrist is being built right now. If you notice, crypto is going to be built up to lead up to that Antichrist system, because all the money is going to be in one spot to be able to control who buys and sells. This is what people are not discerning. This is why I'm not frustrated, but it's like, Lord, why do people not see what's happening, what's going on? This is the direction that the world is going, because we're going in that direction of a fallen world that's already been fallen. The world is already to take over the world. You have to make people weak economically. That's one way to do it. Then not only that, you also have to. There has to be some type of chaos in the world. And see, there's people leaving because they don't want to hear the truth. I see when I see the numbers dwindle, that's because I know I'm telling the truth, and people don't want to hear that. But this is something that people are not going to accept, because they want to hear the good message. They want to hear that, but part of the message is the truth, and the truth will set you free. Jesus is the truth. This is why you have to study the Word, look at what the world's doing, then look at what compared to Scripture, and you see it's happening. So it's something, man. It's crazy, but this is the truth. This is the world, the direction of the world we're heading in, whether people want to accept it or not. But people are gonna take a hit, in this time, because either it's out of greed, because this is, people take Scripture out of context a lot. When it says that the wealth of the wicked will be stored for the righteous, you have to understand that anybody could be wicked. And what I mean by wickedness, anybody could be greedy. Anybody could be prideful. Anybody could be zealous or idolize money. So when you're idolizing money and you're being greedy, that's wickedness. That's wickedness in the Lord's eyes. So all these people throwing all their money in one's place and not, considering God or asking God what should they do, that's wickedness. So yes, the wealth of the wicked is going to be stored up for the righteous. If you're not paying attention, this is why people are going to fall there in these times, because they're so dependent on the system. They're so dependent on crypto. They're so dependent on other things outside of God, that they don't even consider God in anything that they do. They're just trying to make a quick dollar, quick buck, get the fast upcoming. So it is what it is, but that's how the world is going. That's why when I got out of XRP, I got out 2-3 weeks before the market crashed. So I literally asked God, no, this is what happened. When I sold all my XRP, this is what happened. I literally cried because I said, Lord, I'm gonna miss it. I said, I'm gonna miss it. And I think I cried for 2 hours. I said, Lord, but you told me that XRP was going to, succeed in all these things. And I said, I'm going to miss it. And the reason why he told me to get out of the market when he did, because the market was going to crash. This was around the price of $1.20 when he confirmed the market was coming down. And I said, and I started realizing what was going on, and I stopped crying. I said, "Oh, I'm just a big baby," because I didn't want to miss out. So I said, "Lord," and then I thought about it. I said, "Lord, maybe I was missing the point. Maybe I was so dependent on this because financially, you know, I was struggling at one point, and still trying to make things come up. But the Lord got me, and now that I'm realizing that the Lord has me, no matter what happens, that's all that matters to me. As long as the Lord has me, whether the market is good or bad, or if I missed out, the Lord still got me. So if you missed out, it's not because you missed out, it's because it just wasn't for you. And sometimes you miss out because hard-headedness or whatever the case, but you have to discern that. That's between you and God at the end of the day. That's why he says pray without ceasing, pray in all things, because you're gonna get your answer. Because God's not gonna leave you dumb and ignorant. God's going to open God kicked the foam out of you. That's funny. That's funny because that if to be honest, I actually prayed that the market come down, and He answered that prayer. So I told God to humble the people. I said, God, if I'm gonna be kicked out of this market, that's fine, but bring the market down to humble people, because people need to realize what's really going on. And I said, I don't even care if you bring it to zero. Make the people humble so they know that you are the only source of our blessing. So, yeah, He definitely kicked the foam out of me, but that's funny. I've been in XRP since 2017, so yeah, I understand what's going on here. It's interesting, but it's time for some technicals. So give me y'all's chart and I will look at it. I will start off with XRP first, and then we'll go from there. So let's take a look at some charts with Ichimoku analysis, you guys. All right, let's take a look at some XRP. Okay, let's go right here. Let's look at the hour time frame, because this hour time frame is what I was looking at. So if y'all remember like I said, if y'all remember my video on Twitter, I even said that price was going to come down to possibly 72 cents. We're currently sitting at 74 200 and okay, it just changed. 74 cents, 181 now. But yeah, this is why I you know what, I want to say this because sometimes I kid y'all not, I think Twitter's haters sometimes. Twitter be hating on me. You know why? Because I be telling the truth. And I'm gonna put Twitter on blast one of these days, but I be telling the truth. People on Twitter be getting mad. I got like 100 or 300 unfollows in one day because I said XRP was coming down. Market said boom. Everybody said middle fingers to you. And I still get I still lose followers to this day for telling the truth. And I be putting out some videos for you guys on Twitter, and y'all be seeing that the market, it played out exactly as I said. It was up here when I called the move. Y'all can watch the video on Twitter. I even called it up here. And it hasn't hit my target yet, but like I said, if we break this last green level, this market is donezo. And when I say donezo, we're going to meet some low prices if this last level breaks. That's why I'm really scared of this, because this is going to be a accumulation or distribution zone. Let me teach y'all something real quick, because y'all really don't understand how these markets work as far as like tricking folks. Because I gave y'all a bullish scenario. I said if we get a bullish breakout, these are going to be the moves up here. All right, I said that, but I said I don't believe that will happen. I said I believe it will come down, because if you notice what's happening, let me zoom out further so y'all can really see this. You see this drop right here, this big old drop. I know y'all see this. Y'all see this big old drop. Let me just do this for you guys. So right here, this big old drop here, that's called a drop, okay? That's obvious. But when you get a drop that big, what usually happens after a big drop like that is either accumulation or distribution. So that's what's happening right here. This is called the base. So we got the drop and we got the base. So now that we have the drop and the base, we don't know if it's going to break this lower level or we're going to bounce up higher and break this upper level. I'm seeing the market break that lower level because there's a lot of bearish momentum, a lot of bad news that people are not considering right now that is very bearish. That being said, if you get if this becomes a distribution level, this is going to be a massive sell-off because usually after a massive sell-off, this, and let me show y'all what usually happens. So we could take that off now, but let me show you this. If it goes from this point to this point and it makes the N-wave structure, these will be the moves in target points of the market. Looking at 61 cents, 49 cents, 29 cents, 17 cents. Y'all really don't think that could happen, but this could easily happen if we break here. And if the momentum, still continues to go down. And this is why I said, okay, you guys y'all don't believe it now, but it's going to take some seeing to believe it for some of you guys. Some people have to see it to believe it. I'm not one of those people. I like to just walk on faith and believe that it's going to happen the way the Lord is showing, But hey, you said XRP cult. You ain't lying about that. Julio, I got you. I'll look at XMR next. But you say going short on oil, bearish divergence on daily and some lower time frames. I'll have to check that one out. But you guys, this could be a very disastrous level if we break this green zone at the bottom. This is why I'm very nervous for some people, because a lot of people have thrown a lot of money into crypto and not taken out because people shill the heck out of these crypto, saying that it's going to go this way, it's going to do this in this amount of time. And at one point it was showing that at one point, but when you see that there was a reversal, there was one day then when I said, because I was thinking, I promise you, I really thought XRP was going to get hit $3, $5 last year, but something clicked for me and I said something's not right. I really thought that XRP was going to hit $3 to $5 last year, but something changed my mind between August and September, maybe even October. Between August and October, I say that, and I was like, okay, something's not right here, and I started saying, yeah, this market's not going to do what everybody's thinking, because there was a lot of signs of reversals. And it was crazy because Bitcoin was doing some crazy stuff at the time, making some new crazy highs. But with a move like that, you have to come down. That's overextended. So, yeah, be expecting some crazy low prices if we break this lower half here. So that's my analysis for XRP. I do think XRP will come down to this bottom after we hit 72 cents or right above it, maybe even 73. I have no idea how we're going to fare here. If buyers are going to have to really hold the fort right here. Y'all going to have to remember the Alamo shoe for XRP, because this ain't going to be pretty. And y'all know what happened to the Alamo. Everybody died. So I'm just saying XRP better hold the fort right there, because it's not looking good. And that's for Bitcoin too. Let me look at XMR for you, buddy. I haven't looked at that one in a long time. I have looked at it, but not in a long time. Jeff, you said 56 cents to 65 cent bottom before final takeoff. I think lower. I personally believe it'll come lower. You realize when Bitcoin takes a massive hit, if Bitcoin falls to, let's say, lower than 30K, yeah, I don't think XRP is gonna, because everybody knows XRP drops the hardest and goes up the hardest when it drops and goes up. So, I'm not seeing that chart. Did I put it in right? Oh, I put it in so wrong. I'm sorry. But no, what I was saying, like, when it comes to XRP, it drops the hardest and it goes up the hardest. So I think it'll drop way past 50, 65 if Bitcoin takes a massive hit. But like I said, I could always be wrong, It all depends on buyers, how the buyers take control of the market. I'm trying to figure out which one I should use, with this chart or this chart. Let's try that one. Nope, not. I should have stayed with my gut. Oh. Right there. Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked at this chart in a long time. Last time I looked at it was over here. I don't even remember what I said for this one. So, um, yeah, I must have to start over. Let's start off with the weekly chart and see what's going on here. And then we'll see. All right, so for Monero, right now it's considered bearish only because this cloud is, priced under the cloud, but it's a thick cloud, so it could, start potentially reversing if we hold at this level. It shows signs of the market moving lower, but it doesn't seem like, I don't know, based off the weekly, because like I said, for most of this market, it's gonna have to depend. It's gonna depend on most of what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin breaks its current level support level, we'll have some problems. But that's what I'm seeing. But let me look at this thoroughly. I do see we're inside a mother stick candle, so that's big. If you see right here, this is a mother candle. So that being said, that's not really nothing helpful. Coming to the daily. Daily is looking like it's bouncing off the cloud, so we're having a Kumo bounce. Let me actually zoom in so y'all can see. I just realized y'all might not be able to see what I'm looking at. So we just had a Kumo bounce here. Price is having a Kumo breakout right here. So I want to see what's going to happen right here. If price is going to close underneath that today. We still have 7 hours for this candle to close, so it's not a big deal. This could easily push back higher. And we could also make a in-wave structure if price holds that level. So this is gonna be a crucial level right now, which is what I'm seeing. Because if it does not hold here, most likely we'll fall back into this territory at this fractal level or close to it. So that's what I'm seeing here so far on the daily. There is some selling pressure here. This is saying that buyers are leaving the market. So you may want to check like the 4-hour time frame for this one to confirm, because it's showing some selling pressure here. RCI is, RCI, the blue line is crossing into bearish territory, so that's not a good sign. And this is coming down, so it's giving us a short signal today to go short on the daily time frame. If you got pockets that big, you could definitely trade this on the daily time frame. Just be wise with what you're doing. I'd see this coming down based off the daily time frame, but let's take a look at the 4-hour is showing something similar. On the 4-hour, you see that the bears are definitely here with these CVO. We just had a Kumo breakout, which is, oh wow, and the cloud is thick too, so that's also not a good sign. So this might actually come down, like I said, to this level or somewhere down in here at the bottom of this box. So be paying attention to that. And it could do a small retrace first before going up, but right now it's hard to say. I can't tell based off where it's at. And I wouldn't want to enter a short here anyway yet until it gets to like maybe bounces up here or maybe halfway up, because I'm not liking this where it's currently at. I usually don't trade at levels like this. I usually try to trade at like fractals or Kijun or Tinkus and maybe even the cloud. So I wouldn't take a short just yet. I would wait for a retrace, because RCI is showing us a potential retrace to the upside if this breaks back up. So I am looking for a retrace first before entering in for a short, because you don't want to trade blindly here, because literally the market could do this. It made a V wave, a bearish V wave, but then it could make a bearish S wave right there, coming back to this level. This is where I would want to look for a short. Let me take Ichimoku off. Actually, I'm going to keep that on. If I was to take a trade, it would be at this fractal level, because this is a bearish fractal. Just to let y'all know how fractals work. Fractal prices usually come back to retest at fractal levels. Once it retests the fractal level, depending on if it holds or not, then the market will make its decision. Like for instance, this fractal level right here, the market's currently in a fractal level zone or area right here currently at this moment. So this is why I wouldn't buy, why I wouldn't short here, because this is a bullish fractal. So the market came back to test this area And now I want to see how it's going to test here. If we could hold structure here, that's when I would look short at this level here. And that would make a S wave. So I'm not going to go short yet. It's not time to go short yet for Monero. But it looks like a short opportunity can come if it holds here. So we'll see. All right. And we also have a death cross right there with Ichimoku as well. So be careful on that. I will watch that. I would watch that if I were you. Just make sure you are observing the market. And let me see. Is there something else I need to be observing here? For the most part, nothing else really. So we're good with Monero. We're good here. Let me see some other ones. Mike J, you said bullish divergence on the Bitcoin. Let's see. What are you using? Are you using are you using RSI? Or are you using? Let me see. So let me see. Bitcoin already hit my target. Yeah, Bitcoin destroyed my target actually. Hold on a second. So this Bitcoin already went past my target point from here. So I'm good now. I could actually get out of the trade. But you said there's divergence here. For me, I don't see any divergence on my indicator. For me, and also Ichimoku is telling me that this momentum is very strong on the, let me explain, because y'all don't know Ichimoku, so let me explain what I'm seeing and why I would agree with that, but you know, based off what I'm seeing currently with Ichimoku, I can't agree. This is saying that the market's still very bearish, and let me show you why. Let me get my brush tool so I can mark it. So this right here, the cloud, if y'all remember, the cloud, oh man, I can't do that. Okay, well, whatever. So right here, the cloud represents bearish right now. You got span A, which is the bottom of the cloud, and you got B. So when it's bullish, it crosses over it. A will be on top, B will be on bottom. But in this case, B is on top, A is on bottom. So this is saying the momentum's down because we see that the span A is pointing to the downside, which is saying momentum is still bearish. We have this is flat because we haven't broke this low yet. So when we break this low sitting at 41,139, if we break this low around this level, this will mean the B will angle down like this. That's how the cloud works. We have to break a low for this to come lower or angle down. If we get the break at that level, then that's when we'll confirm a real bear market, or the market's going to really drop past the 40s and maybe into the 30s. So that's something to be mindful of. But here it's suggesting that the market's still very bearish. The Tinkerson is also bearish, angled down. The Kijisen is also angled down. So this is saying momentum still bearish. So we still have room to move lower just based off Ichimoku alone. And we're not even at, we just broke that last level of support here. So I will be a little hesitant here to go for a long. Let me see if I can find another area to buy at just to make sure. Okay, so we have a flat level here on the cloud. So we might be, actually, no, that's where we're currently really at. So let's see. You know what? If we, there's really two more levels left. Now I'm looking at it. Right here. This flat part of the cloud is saying we have support here. So if we could hold here as well, then yeah, then we could probably sustain this. But right now I'm not seeing that. There's a lot of bearish momentum in this market. And also, oh, yeah, this is saying screaming bearish too. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be a bear for a while on this market. But if you want to go for a long, that's up to you. That's fine. You said you're using MACD. Yeah, you could use the MACD to get in for a long if it makes sense to you. Just make sure you're trading at a level of support or resistance that's very strong. You know, like this area is strong, but you know, I'm not confident with this market right now to say that it'll hold here. I think it's gonna come down a little bit more. Mike J, I got you. I'll check out oil right now, actually. Let me make sure I didn't skip anybody's request. All right, I got you. Let me take a look at oil. I still have BTC coming down. I don't see divergence on the CVO. And it hit the target. Sweet. Ooh, if this happens, and if y'all were in my Discord, y'all, I said on day 17, the market will come down. Since day 17, the market has been coming down. And that was right up here when price was up here at 43K. Y'all, I don't know if y'all follow me in Discord, but y'all need to follow me in Discord. I'm telling y'all. All right, oil. Got you. Let me see. You know what's crazy? My friend, he works on a oil factory, so he be trading oil because he knows what happens in the oil market. Let me see what I got here for oil. So oil has hit a resistance. Okay. Let's see. Oil has definitely hit a resistance. Ichimoku is saying it is bullish based off of this, but I don't know what the CVO looks like yet, so give me a second. Actually, it's not going to help me at all, so that's not good. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour. Ooh, there's some. What type of divergence did you say that was on? You said bearish divergence on oil. Yeah, there is definitely bearish divergence on oil. I can't see it on the daily. This won't allow me to see it on the daily, but it is definitely bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Woo wee. Ooh, yeah, I would look to go short on oil. Because if you're looking here and comparing it coming up, yeah, there's definitely bearish divergence here on oil. So I would watch, yeah, you definitely got a good trade setup for going short here. It's just if you trust that divergence or not. If you trust the divergence, yeah, you got it. But yeah, there's definitely bearish divergence for sure. Also, you're about to get a trade signal with the RCI too, so I would like to go short here. If I were you, this is what I would look at. Honestly, you should probably get in after this candle closes in the next hour and 27 minutes. So this is where I would look at the market going. Stop loss up here, slightly above this fractal level. Targets, I'm not sure about targets yet because I don't know how strong this divergence is going to be. But if I were to take a trade, I would probably take it to this fractal right above the cloud here. Like in this area. This is where I would look to look for an overall target on the bigger time frame. So I'll look for something like this. I'm pretty sure on like the, dang, this thing's coming down hard right now. I'm pretty sure on the hour, let's see, hour time frame, we haven't broken the cloud yet. 15-minute time frame, we probably did break the cloud. Yep, we just broke the cloud here. So if you wanted to be an aggressive trader, like if I'm talking about aggressive, you would probably enter in like at this exact moment right here for a short, because with Ichimoku, you have all the bearish signals to enter. You had the breakout, the retest, then the second breakout. You have a death cross. Again, you had a death cross here, then it went bullish, and then it went bearish again, very slightly, real quick. Then you have Chiku spent under price. Another thing, if you don't believe in getting in the trade here, what you could do, wait for Chiku spend to get underneath the cloud, and that will really solidify that short for you. So you could be aggressive and enter it now, or you could just hold off and wait for your own confirmations. But how I would play it off, I would play it off on the higher time frame. When this 4-hour candle closes, that's when I'll enter. Because you got a bearish engulfing candle, so you want to confirm it. You said you did a few minutes ago. Yes, tell me how that trade goes for you, man. That one looks pretty solid. I like that. I like this setup for a short. I do see that short there. You definitely have that bearish divergence like going crazy too. All right. Let me see. Anything else y'all want me to look at? I'm here for you guys. And I don't look like a grizzly bear anymore. I shaved yesterday, if y'all see. I'm bald headed now. I was looking like a grizzly bear yesterday. I was looking raggedy. I was looking real raggedy. But I'm glad I shaved up. Any other requests? Let me hear it. Let me hear them requests. Alright, I don't see any requests. Let me go ahead and take a look at Ethereum before we look at closing the show. So Ethereum is currently headed down like I thought. Headed down to this bubble. Let me see. Yep, Ethereum's headed towards this bubble. Like I said, you guys, if we break these boxes, and y'all seen all these levels that I drawn up. If we break it, these markets are gonna have a horrendous drop, especially on these daily time frames. These big time frames have some big potential to the downside, and that's what's really scary if we don't hold certain levels. That's why I've been saying, you guys, be careful. Just be very patient with this market. But my bias on Ethereum has not changed. I still think it's coming down. I'll look at ADA. Let me take a look at ADA for you. Cardano. Let's see. Where you at? Well, here we go right there. I need to put, like I said, I have not been able to set the timeout to alphabetically alphabetize these cryptos. I was telling myself I'm going to put these in alphabetical order, but I have not done that yet. So it's just going to take a long time because I have like 1,000 on this list. So this is going to be a minute. Currently, we are getting rejected at this cloud level, but you have a good sign here that the cloud is starting to roll over. We held as at the support level. So let me actually take this off. And you also have, no, there's no divergence. I was getting excited here because I was like, oh, you might have some divergence. But nope, never mind. You are getting rejected here at this cloud. And usually people say don't trade inside the cloud. I don't think so. These people are not used to trading inside the cloud. If there's some divergence on the 4 hour, then I would, let's see. Let's see. So that is resistance right there. We got rejected, which is the cloud. Let's see. I don't see any bearish divergence, so you look solid here. The question now, because we are making a 1, 2, 3 reversal structure. Actually, though, that's on the 4 hour. So yeah, we have a 1, 2, 3 reversal structure forming now. So this is 1, 2, and 3. And usually this is how it goes for a reversal structure, but since we're sitting at the Kijun, expect the Kijun bounce probably back to the upside to retest up here if it holds. Also pay attention to this level because this will be a fluctuation level. If y'all don't pay attention to the second leg, the initial move, and then the retrace, if you get that retrace, which the retrace usually makes a V wave, if you could remember that, the V wave there, always remember at level 2, or B level. Remember at this level is where market likes to fluctuate. What I mean by fluctuate, when price gets to that area, you're either going to move sideways or you're not going to break that level at all. So this is an important bubble here. So if you get the move to the upside, you need to get above this bubble, which is really at this high. If you can't break above that high, the two things that are going to happen is you're going to either form a P wave here, which I'll show you what it would look like. Probably something like this. So you could get that. Or the market will just range and stay flat like this. So you'll get one of these two outcomes if the market can't get above here. So That's how I look at it. If you, honestly, the market does that all the time. If you can't get above this level, so if you can't get above here, then yeah, this market's gonna be in for some trouble. So you can anticipate this P wave, and if it turns into a P wave, you could still go higher. It'll just take more time to do so. So that's why I don't just jump into moves real fast. I watch and see how the market responds, and you could get something like this, and then like that, or you could get something like this, and then down. So I can't say what the market's going to do. I can only go by what I'm seeing currently. What needs to happen right now, we need to see bullish price action right here. If we could see bullish price action, the market will go up. I do think this market will hold and move to the upside. So I will put a tight stop loss on this one for a potential short. Potential long. I'll put the stop loss really tight there. And my first target will be this zone up here. That's what I'm seeing for Cardano, at least. It looks fine to me. I just don't know if it'll play out exactly like that or not. So that I'm gonna be in wait mode. But we'll see. I'm more bullish on this one than other pairs right now. You said Algo. I'll take a look at Algo. Let's see, Algo. Here we go, Algo. Ooh, I'm in a deep sea of green here. Let's go 4 hour daily. All right, so this is okay. What did I have here? Let me go back to the 4 hour. What did I have here? Okay, so on the 4 hour, what's happening? Okay, so I realized what's happened here. So you remember what I said about fluctuation levels? All right, so let me explain what happened here, why this was a failed attempt. What is let me keep that on. Let me take Ichimoku off. So this is the same structure that we have on Cardano right at this point. So you see how it failed to move higher here. So whenever you fail a fluctuation level, as you see that it made a deeper V wave, made a deeper one. So when you see that happening, it really made a P wave lower right here. And then the market dropped. So when you get stuff like this, it's kind of hard to say because at this point, I should have actually been bearish right there. Now I'm looking at it with Ichimoku. There's no reason why I should have been thinking breakthrough here. But anyway, this cloud was thick, so I was thinking it might break through, but it's fine. Here, we're still holding this support. So that's a good thing. The question is, let's go down to back to the daily. Let's start fresh. Coming here, looking at this market, we are sitting, like I said, right at this support level, which is not bad. It needs to maintain here. So let me draw that up. As long as it's maintaining this level, that's good. Here it's bearish. We have the price just broke the cloud. Chiku span just broke price right here, so that's not a good sign. But as long as we hold this level, you're fine. And I don't see any bullish divergence on the daily chart. I see some bullish divergence on the 4 hour chart, but I'm starting to see bears are not caring about that right now. You see how it's flat here, and this is moving up. The bottom compared to the bottom, flat and up. If we break below here, let's see. If we break below this point, I would definitely say we're in a bear market for this. So if you see CVO come beneath this level here, expect the market to, continue lower. But like I said, this one's hard to tell because based on the daily time frame, 4 hour time frame showing bullish divergence, so it has to hold here. You have a C clamp, which is potentially reversal, but I would want to wait here and see how the market's going to respond. Otherwise, you might have to go to a smaller time frame, like the 1 hour, and you see on the 1 hour, the trend is pretty strong. So the trend is your friend until the very end. So right here, we are seeing some bullish divergence on the 1 hour too, but we'll see. I want to see some. I want to see the market move sideways first here, and then make my decision because I'm not seeing any sideways action. So this is going to be a tough one to watch because we could easily make a W here. If you see that W formation, let me draw this out. If we could hold this W formation, we could probably move back up higher. But I can't give you any analysis here. I'll wait one more day to have a better understanding of what this market's going to do. But based off certain things, I'm leaning towards bears right now, especially with this RCI is screaming short, and you see bears are starting to come in on the daily. So overall, the market's bearish. You usually want to trade the direction of the volume. Do not try to trade against volume. You will get wrecked. Rookie mistake right there. So I am a little bearish on algo. I want to say it will go up based off the bullish divergence, but I want to wait one more daily candle to confirm that, and I'm not seeing that right now. All right. Any other requests? If not, I'm gonna excuse me. If there's no other requests, I'm gonna head out. Hey, y'all see me? I'm choking and dying over here. But I appreciate y'all for being on the stream. Definitely let me know y'all's thoughts on Puerto Rico. Let me know y'all's thoughts on the crypto market as a whole. Looking at this market, I would just be very cautious of where you invest your money at right now. Julio, you're welcome. Like I said, be careful, you guys. Be in prayer about y'all's investments. Make sure you're being led by the Spirit and not by your feelings. It took me it took me selling my XRP to know that I was trading with emotion and not trusting in God as much as I should have. So, this is a lesson not just for myself, but for you guys as well. Do not be led by your emotions. Be led by the Spirit. Pray about it in everything that you do, because you will be in the right standings with God, and you will be being led by the Spirit. So make spirit investments. Don't make emotional investments. And there's this Chinese guy, and he's Chinese. I could say he's Chinese. I confirmed it. This Chinese guy's on YouTube. I just found him the other day because my sister sent me one of his videos. I need to share his link, but he was talking about in the video emotional damage. I don't know if y'all ever seen that dude, but this dude is hilarious. This dude is hilarious. One day I'll play one of his videos if I'm able, so I don't get copyright strike. But his video is hilarious. I think I posted one of his videos on Twitter. But that being said, Quarter, you're blessed. Thank you. God bless you too. That being said, you guys, I'm gonna head out. God bless you guys, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. So, peace.